6:50, time for the morning sprint.
We start this morning with the latest on the crash that left a child hurt on Madison's east side. Police say a 41-year-old man was arrested yesterday in connection to the incident. The crash happened Saturday afternoon near Acewood Boulevard and Goldfinch Drive. That's a few blocks north of Cottage Grove Road. Police say the man's vehicle hit a child in a stroller. The child is expected to be okay.
Breaking this morning, the Biden administration transferring its first detainee from Guantanamo Bay to their home country. It breaks with the policy put in place during the Trump administration. NBC News reported last month the Biden administration was taking steps to close the detention facility. Breaking overnight, at least 2 dead, several other injured, and 2 children missing. It happened after a shooting during a house fire in Tucson, Arizona. Police say that a man fired on emergency crews when they arrived to put the fire out. 2 children living in the home are still missing this morning. Police say the suspect is connected to the house fire.
Over the weekend, a memorial service was held for the 11-year-old boy killed in an accident at the Iowa amusement park Adventureland. It happened on the 4th of July. The boy, his brother, and father were all swept into the water when their raft on the Raging River ride overturned. Their dad was fine and brother was critically injured. Breaking this morning, one member of the U.S. women's gymnastics team has tested positive for COVID-19. It comes just days before the games are set to begin. We don't know the name of the athlete yet, but we do know the athlete is between the ages of 10 and 19, which rules out big-name gymnastics like Simone Biles and Michaela Skinner.
The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources warning to stay away from blue-green algae after heavy rain. It often forms on area lakes when the sun comes out after it rains a lot. It can be dangerous for humans and dogs.
This morning, Kenosha police charging a 13-year-old girl who was shot Friday night. Police say she allegedly tried to steal a car from a gas station. When she tried to drive away, the owner of the vehicle walked out of the gas station and opened fire, striking her. She remains in the hospital where she is in stable condition this morning.
A recall alert. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services tracking an outbreak of salmonella. It's connected to the prepackaged salad greens on your screen right now. They're made by Bright Farms. State health officials say at least 4 people in the state have been infected, as well as 5 in Illinois. The infections occurred in June. DHS is telling people to throw out any Bright Farms prepackaged salad greens. Produce drawers and refrigerator surfaces should also be cleaned after throwing them out.
First reported in Cuba 5 years ago, U.S. diplomats in Austria are now reporting signs of a mysterious illness known as Havana Syndrome. Symptoms include sudden vertigo, nausea, headaches, and head pressure, sometimes accompanied by piercing directional noise. This year, there have been about 24 reports of among U.S. diplomats, intelligence officials, and other government personnel. Austrian authorities say they are investigating the reports along with the U.S.
Summer travel continues to pick up. The number of people traveling by air hit a new pandemic-era record Friday. The Transportation Security Administration says it's screened nearly 2.2 million people at airports across the country. That's the highest since the start of the pandemic.
Madison 365 reporting this morning that Wisconsin Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes will make a big announcement tomorrow at noon. An invite was sent to supporters last week. Political experts speculate he'll announce a 2022 run for U.S. Senate. The 34-year-old was elected to the Wisconsin Assembly in 2013, and then in 2018, he was elected as the first black lieutenant governor of Wisconsin and the only second elected to a statewide office.
Well, Madison's famous naked bike ride is coming back next month. The group's going to be riding naked through town August 28th. It's usually held in June, but the pandemic, you know. The naked bike ride is in support of independence from fossil fuels, automobiles, and body image positivity.
Several exotic animals were surrendered at the Aldo Leopold Nature Center in Monona this weekend. The organization was accepting exotic fish, reptiles, small mammals, and plants, no questions asked. Some pet owners who are unable to care for their pet may think releasing it is the right thing to do, but organizers say releasing a pet is harmful for the animal and the environment.
A Beaver Dam man in the hospital this morning after he was accidentally shot in the chest. Beaver Dam police say that it happened yesterday morning near North Hickory Lane and Burr Oak Drive. When emergency crews got there, they found the man conscious with a single wound to his upper chest. Medical crews flew him to Madison's UW Hospital. Amazon's Jeff Bezos ready to lift off to the edge of space tomorrow. Bezos welcomed his fellow crew members this weekend at the launch site in Texas. A week ago, Virgin Galactic's Richard Branson became the first person to ride his own rocket out of Earth's atmosphere.
German Chancellor Angela Merkel is in the flood-stricken regions of Germany today. More than 163 people are dead and hundreds remain missing after devastating flooding last week in Western Europe. Merkel is blaming the floods on climate change and calls for more money to be spent on fighting the crisis.
We are waking up to sunshine this morning. Things are a little bit hazy for us, but the sun is getting higher up into the sky. Temperatures are at 57 degrees now. We're warming things up. Still, the air is calm, so we're not really talking a lot in the way of wind as you begin to head outside. 55 for our friends in Janesville right now. Platteville, you're at 60, 61 for Prairie du Chien, Boscobel, and Mineral Point. The Dells coming in at 57. Same for our friends in Wautoma. This is Doppler track right now. It is all clear. The expectation is that things stay that way today. We're going to warm up towards 86 degrees. Shower chances do return in a slight way tomorrow. It's going to be very minor. Bigger shower chances return towards the weekend. But overall, we expect things to be drier than normal as we go through the next couple of weeks, along with warmer than normal. Our average high now at 80, but we're going to be well above that for the next several days. We're going to be watching our next appreciable rain chances coming our direction Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's a possibility of an isolated storm tomorrow.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for watching, folks. Another news update coming up in 30 minutes.